Dear Intuitive Pool community, I'm back. No, not really. There is just something that's really important that I need to share with you. On Tuesday, I published the final episode for the Intuitive Pool podcast. Well, I'm sorry, but this is the final one. My intention was that I would no longer record any episodes on the Intuitive Pool, but that the episodes would still be there, all 219 of them, on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify. Well, plot twist that I didn't see coming. Yesterday morning, I learned, without going into all the technical details, I learned that the episodes would no longer show up on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And so yesterday was a really had a really big conversation with myself. It was, well, I am letting go of this podcast and I am detachment, in a big detachment phase as I surrender my love, my energy, my wisdom into the Cancer and Courage podcast. Does letting go look that big, that all 219 episodes, which is hours and hours and hours of love time and energy put in? Does detachment look like letting them all just go up in the wind? And I was prepared to do that. I was prepared to do that. I checked in with a few people, and my husband was the last person I checked in with that evening, and I decided no, that I would not let all these episodes just blow away with the wind, that I still, to honor the intuitive pool, that I still wanted them to be here and not disappear. And so I made the decision to, my goodness, it's another giant act of commitment to download all 219 episodes, including each episode's podcast description, copying and pasting that into a Google Doc, and then re-uploading each episode onto a new hosting platform and copying and pasting all those show notes. And I'm still in the process of all of that. And that will take a little bit of time, but I must download every episode by tonight because that hosting platform subscription will be complete by tomorrow morning. Now, why tell you all of this? A few reasons. As I have been downloading the episodes and uploading them, I've been on a trip going down memory lane, and it's just been beautiful. I have remembered exactly what time in my life I was when I was recording particular episodes and what was happening, and who I interviewed, and the miracles that happened, and so much that I'd forgotten about. So it's been this beautiful trip down memory lane. And to be honest with you, 2021 to 2026, it's like a biography of my inner life. And it's beautiful. It's so rich. Um, so I want this podcast to still be out there. And I have a really strong sense, and this only came yesterday as I was doing the downloading and the re-uploading. I have a really strong sense that even though won't be putting more time and love and energy into this podcast by creating more episodes, I have a really strong feeling that Grace is going to do the heavy lifting, and these episodes will still travel to the right people and do beautiful things. So that vision, I guess, only came after I'd made the decision. No, I will honor this podcast with a final giant act of commitment. And as I said to you on the final episode before this final one, that my biggest takeout with this podcast was that because it was such a giant act of commitment, momentum was the outcome, and then what the outcome from the momentum was that Grace came and did the heavy lifting. And I have a feeling that that's what's going to happen by and through this final giant act of commitment. So I wanted to tell you this because the channel that you have listened this podcast on is going to disappear. Or if it stays, it will only have a few of the episodes. I'm not quite sure what that outcome's going to be, whether it just completely goes or there's like 9 episodes that are only left. And it could be that. So in the show notes of this episode is going to be the new channels for the Intuitive Pool on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. So I'm going to give you that link in the show notes. And when you go on to that link, you'll be able to go over and listen to episodes again, listen to the beautiful meditation programs that are on there. My God, I've realized I'm so glad that I didn't just let it all go to the wind, because there's such beautiful things here. And I might even listen, of course, I will listen to the meditation programs, but I might even go down memory lane and listen to the actual episodes when I'm walking and driving. So I encourage you to do the same. So the final thing I wanted to say is, because I have uploaded it to a new hosting platform, what that means is everything goes back to zero. There are no reviews. There are no 5-star ratings or whatever ratings are there. There are no actual written reviews. So if you have loved this episode, I would really, really appreciate if you could give it a rating. Sorry, if you have loved this podcast, I would really, really appreciate if you could give it a rating and a review so that it gets some life into it again, and so that it goes and travels as Grace will be its co-pilot and take it to the right people in the right places and create the most perfect miracles. So please don't forget to go to the show notes and just click on those links, whether you're an Apple person or a Spotify person. And over the next few weeks, over 200 episodes. I'm not going to put all 219. There's a few there I'm going, not right. Be very close to 219 though. They will all be there in the next 2 weeks, I should say. There's 70 happened last night, and I'm about to continue now. Thank you. That is the final episode. I appreciate your support. And thank you to all the people that wrote amazing things. You know, Penny, wow. That was huge. And Tess and Nat and others who wrote what their experience was like listening to this podcast. I feel like the day that I received all of those pieces of writing from people, it felt really ceremonial, and I didn't voice that word out, and then Penny did. I said, that's exactly the word that I was feeling today. It's ceremonial. And speaking of it being ceremonial, what I'm going to do on this episode is I'm going to attach week 4's Abundant Leader Meditation, the fire of your desires. I'm going to attach it because it's ceremonial, and this is my gift to you. So enjoy this meditation. Enjoy it. So much love. Thank you. Ciao, ciao. Welcome to this week's Abundant Leader transmission. Allowing yourself to be here now. To be in relationship with you and with a part of you that you are going to meet today. Taking a big, deep breath in and out. And allowing yourself to be surprised today. Here we go. I particularly loved receiving this week's transmission. Can you feel the electric current moving through you? This electric current is plugged directly into the heavens. And it is raining deep, deep love and deep, deep care for our brothers and sisters we walk the earth with. Can you feel it? Can you feel it raining down into your heart? As though your heart is catching it. Yes, let it fill you. Let it fill your heart until it can no longer contain itself. Until it spills and pours and overflows. This is abundance right here. Oh, the wealth of your love and care. Oh, the richness of a heart that feels this deeply. And from this place, a vision begins to open. A vision that sees into new worlds. Worlds where we remember. Where we look at each other and say, I see you. I see you. And yes, I see you too. And because I see you, my love pours into you. And because you see me, your love pours into me. As my heart overflows, it fills yours. As your heart overflows, it fills mine. This is not an ethereal, formless love. This is love that lives and moves and is expressed through our human life. And this is abundance in motion. O fire, light the fire of desire in me once again. May I feel the full spectrum of all of my desires, without ration, without compromise, without shrinking them into something safer. O fire, light the fire of desire in me once again. May I remember that to desire is to be alive. That desire is not something we must transcend. It is something to honor in our human experience. Because desire is the language of our human life. O fire, light the fire of desire in me. Burn through anything that asks me to dilute what I know is mine. Burn through anything that asks me to stay where I have already outgrown. O fire, light the fire of personal power in me once again. May I remember that I have been entrusted with agency. That as much as I surrender to love's greater intelligence, I am equally called to desire fully and unequivocally, to choose and to bring the changes I am called to bring in my world and the world all around me. O fire, light the fire of personal power in me. O fire, burn inside my heart with such clarity such devotion, such ferocity, that this love I feel is not kept within me, but lived through me, fully, magnificently, unapologetically, burns so brightly that there is nothing left unlived, nothing left unspoken, nothing left unexpressed. Burns so brightly that there is nothing unmanifested of what was placed within me to bring to life. And no part of me left wondering what would have happened if I had fully chosen. This is the fire. This is the love. This is the me that leaves nothing on the table. May I experience the fire of my desires, my love, and my personal power in this moment now.